The cost of just about everything is going up, but what about tips? The restaurant industry is struggling to hire enough staff as we emerge from the pandemic, so Castanet took to the streets to find out how much people leave for those servers.
Well, my thought's always been the same. 20% tip is my get-go tip,
Well, for sure we do tip around 15%.
Right in the middle, about 20% usually on average.
I would say about the same. It depends, I guess, where we're going. If it's like a small little cafe, probably maybe 15. But restaurant, sit down, or drinks, usually 20.
Definitely, yeah.
I think the question is being asked more now because we're talking about this right across the country. So who knows what's going to happen in the years to come. I mean, there's countries like Switzerland where it's definitely a no tipping, and it's more like policy is actually in place for that. But I think in Canada and North America, it's customary for us to tip. We call it tipping etiquette. We've been doing it for a long time, and we're going to keep doing it in the future. There's still a big part of our population in the service industry that are reliant on their tips for a lot of expenses that we might just take for granted.
Definitely. Tips definitely helped with a lot, for sure. Just your average pay doesn't quite do it sometimes, no.
What about when the point of sale machine gives a suggested tip amount? Where should that start?
What my experience is in talking to people, it's still at, I think it's 10, 15, 20%. But most of the time, I like to customize my tip. So I might decide it should be 18%, or maybe it should be 25%.
Grant notes there are some circumstances where you may consider not leaving a tip at all if the server is particularly rude or doesn't check on you at all. But she cautions, don't take it out on the server if you don't like the food. That's on the kitchen. In Kelowna, Cindy White, Castanet.